Howdy, fellas. How is everybody doing today? I seem to have an issue with sharing the link. Huh. So YouTube is not letting me share the link. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Uh, maybe. Maybe that'll work. Well, bugger me sideways. Give it one of them. Oh, oh, oh. All right.
Hey, man, can you hear me?
Blue shirt.
How are you? Can you hear me okay?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on my phone starting off. So,
Oh.
yeah, that first link you posted didn't work, but the second
Yeah,
one
sorry,
did.
man. I cannot hear.
Yeah, it's all right, man. YouTube has some serious issues.
Yeah, that one was me. I had the volume turned all the way down. Very strange that it wouldn't let me just copy my own link.
Right.
And messages or comments, I guess, are not being shown all the time. And I found out how to sort that out, but I don't know when they go missing. So,
Really?
yeah, it's hard to tell. Thomas, how are you doing today?
Hey, Thomas.
Hi, Zipper. Hi, Blue Shirt. You well? How's
Very
your
well.
Father's
Yeah, we're
Day
good.
going?
Yeah.
Good.
Happy Father's Day to any of the fathers out there.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yeah. Still got to call my dad. Yeah.
I've been round to see my dad and given him a card and wished him happy Father's Day. And
You're a good man there.
Yeah.
Both of you are good men.
You got to try, haven't you?
You do. You got to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Because let me tell you, how long has it been now? 7, 8 years since my dad passed, and I miss him every day.
Yeah, I bet.
So
Sorry to hear that, mate.
yeah, you know, it happens. It happens. But
My,
just be thankful that you still have them in your life.
My dad actually, he helps my sister raise her daughter. Very involved. So it's like he's an old man, but he's like a new father again, which is good for him. It's nice to see.
Yeah, welcome to all the chat. Junior Johnson, Geezer, Ant G, GMT Master, Chip Gage, all the guys out there.
Yeah, hey everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Neo. How you all doing? Hope you're having
Logan
a good
Hall,
day.
what's up, man?
Hey, Logan.
Yeah, hi Logan.
Yeah, well. So, welcome everybody in the chat. We're going to be down man today, and as something is doing the family thing.
Enjoying his Father's Day, yeah.
Yes, I believe
enjoying
he's
Father's Day out.
Fishing and swimming, and maybe there might be an adult beverage or two.
Why not?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Turkey Vulture, good to see you, pal. Welcome.
Hey, Turkey.
Haven't
good
seen
to
you in a
see
dog's
you.
age. What's going on, man?
Hope you're doing well, Turkey Vulture.
Good to see you, Turkey.
Excuse me.
See.
Yeah. I'm going to keep spamming the link, get people on. Anybody is welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Get you punters on the Punters channel.
That's right.
That's what we're here for. Punters on a Sunday.
Notice anything new?
Yeah. Wow, this is going to be our starting.
Off.
This is going to be our starting topic. I saw the picture on the title page and also on ID Guy's stream yesterday. You sent a wrist shot of that.
Yeah.
So this is your new acquisition, is it, Zippo? This is the Aragon Parma 2.
Parma 2, you got her.
Yeah,
I don't know how
beautiful.
well the camera's going to show it, but if nothing else, that's not too great.
Can see the loom.
Yeah. I've got some, I can share the screen. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before. I'm a lefty, and this is my first and only left-hand drive watch. Pretty cool.
I'm a lefty too, and I'm a lefty too, and it's my first left-hand drive watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
So for the audience, Zippo, Blue Shirt, and myself have both received different variations on the same watch this week, haven't we? As prototypes from Aragon.
Exactly.
And they're nice watches. Very nice.
Oh,
Blue Shirt's gone.
Blue Shirt.
So I'll show the guys mine. Yeah, this is the Aragon Parma 2 NH37 Seiko NH37 movement in it. It's a limited edition of 50 in each colorway. It's a 45mm watch. And if I can just
guys.
No worries, man.
Hit the wrong button.
I can just flip my camera.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, Thomas, and I knocked myself off.
There we go. So yeah, right. So I'm wearing one of the Aragons at the moment on the NATO strap. This is the Regeneron, which was the one I showed in a previous stream.
Right.
Which is the NH37 as well. And this is the one that Blue Shirt got in the PVD coating.
Right.
But I'm wearing mine on a NATO strap, as you can see. And this one. But I have been wearing this newbie a lot of the week, which is the Aragon Palmer 2. Mine comes in a gorgeous green dial,
Nice.
as you can see there. So it's got a 24-hour dial at 5 o'clock and a date window at 3. And it's using the NH37 again, and it's the left-hand drive, as you can see. So you can try it on your right wrist. I actually tried it on my right wrist just to give it a go, and it was a new experience altogether. I've never worn a left-hand drive watch. It was quite interesting. But one thing I noticed as soon as I got it out of the box was the similarities between that and my Panerai. So if you can see the way the case shape is cut away there, it's identical to
Oh, wow.
my Panerai, the way the case is cut away on that. So you can see the way they've cut it away there. It's the same sort of cutaway shape
That's cool.
as on the Panerai. So they've gone for that design, the 1950s look. So as you can see, Blue Shirt's got a lovely grey dial with the green loom plots.
Yeah, I think that's the same one you got, Zippo, right?
Yeah, sure is. It's great.
Love the bracelet.
Yeah. Big, chunky guy, eh?
Yeah, and this is. I mean, I'm a righty, but this is my first left-hand drive watch too. So I can imagine for someone who's left-handed, it must be really nice.
Yep.
So I'm in the. Sorry, Blue Shirt, carry on.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, the texture on the dial is very interesting. I don't know how good that's showing. It shows up better on the green.
Yeah, it's showing really well.
It's fascinating, isn't it? It's a lovely sort of patterned dial which catches the light, and you can see it's catching the light, and it gives a lovely sort of reflective pattern on it.
The loom on it is incredible too.
Yeah. So you digging it, flipping?
Yeah, I am. And it occurred to me yesterday that it matches my truck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Big silver truck to go with a big silver watch. It's great.
Very nice.
I love it.
But I'm in a dilemma now because I'm loving the bracelet on it. It's a really nice bracelet, and I've got it with a link, an extra link in on this one because it's quite hot at the moment. So my wrist is getting bigger and smaller overnight and during the day. And it's got these nice sort of screws in the bezel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting.
These 4-way screws sort of holding the bezel down.
Like it's a captured bezel.
Yeah. But I'm in a dilemma of whether to put it on this khaki NATO strap now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Do I put it on
That's
this
a good
khaki
combo?
So to give it this look, like, because I've been getting into the NATO straps.
Mm-hmm.
And Aragon do this NATO strap package.
Mm-hmm.
With the different coloured NATOs in. Different colours there, you can see. And this khaki one, I thought might match up with the green dial. I don't know what the punters think on that one.
Junior Johnson, yes, they are 45.
Yeah, they're a big boy.
Yeah.
But again, like we said the other week, absolutely brilliant beaters for the price. I mean, I think these are retailing under $200. And these are designed by Wing Liang. They're a Florida-based company. And absolutely great watches. I mean, I'll put this one on the wrist now.
Yeah, cool. Oh, thanks, Chip Gauge. I will definitely check that out.
I think I'll keep. I'll try out the NATOs, but I'm gonna keep it on the bracelet.
Yeah, I'm a bracelet guy, but I mean the NATOs that they sent are very, very nice. I mean, really nice. I'm tempted, but like you, Zippo, man, I'm a bracelet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great on the bracelet.
Yeah.
It does.
Looks
It's a really nice bracelet.
Orange head, yes.
Powered by Aragon. Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, flipping Zippo channel powered by Aragon.
Well, I got a lovely surprise today, if I may.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Blue Shirt. Tell us all about it. Wow. Look at that. Look at
got
that.
a Doxa 300T.
Do you want to get that on full screen, Zippo? Look at that one.
And I'm digging it.
Yeah. Is that blue?
Look, that's blue.
Very nice.
It's the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's the Caribbean, isn't it? Yeah, it's
Yep.
the Caribbean, which is the blue iteration of the Doxa 300T. It's gorgeous, Blue Shirt. Look
Thank
at that
you.
orange,
And-
the orange mini hand.
Yeah, the
It's
accents.
absolutely
Yep.
knockout, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's orange on the decompression table around the bezel. And let me tell you, the beads of rice bracelet it's amazing, and this thing fits me like a glove, and it is so super comfortable.
Beautiful watch. You've been eyeing those up for quite a while, haven't you? You've been looking at those for quite a while, haven't you now?
Yeah, my
brand new.
My family was my family went above and beyond.
Oh, was that your father's gift?
Yeah.
Nice.
What a Father's Day present, eh?
Yeah.
I was just saying, I need to get my act together and have some kids.
Yeah, you got to find an honest woman, Thompson. And get your act in gear.
If I'm going to get Doxers as presents, wow, yeah.
Yeah. So if you flipping, if you can change it back to 3 screens, and then I'll put it on wrist, and I'll show you guys what it looks like on the wrist.
Sure thing.
Hold on.
That's a great green.
Yeah, but these Aragons, I can't recommend them highly enough. They come in great colorways, and for the price, if you just want to mix up some colorways, and get a different look, can't recommend them highly enough. They're great, great little beater.
You can't do it.
Really comfortable bracelet.
Yeah, and I have to say that this beads of rice is super comfortable.
Between
just
that
as comfortable as the bracelet on the Aragon.
They really are.
It just looks so different.
Yeah, they
you
really
see
are.
Beads of rice.
Beads of rice.
You
I've got
think
a
of
1950s Omega, and they're gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Just admiring it on the big screen.
There's a good shot of the Aragon.
Can you guys hear
Really
that?
beautiful watch. Yeah, you can hear it in the background.
Yeah. 1 second.
Compare the grey with the green.
Yeah, both are nice.
I love that grey. It's good. And that's
Yeah.
actually the same as yours, isn't it? The grey one.
It is, yeah.
You got the grey one exactly like Blue Shirt, haven't you?
Yeah. Do you guys wear them? Like I wear
exactly
mine
the same. So Zippo and Blue Shirt both got the grey one.
Yeah.
What'd you say, man?
I do you guys wear it tight?
I wear mine fairly tight
Yeah.
and,
Same
and
here.
below the.
I've got mine quite loose, a little bit loose. I've got a little bit of give on my bracelet at the moment, as I say. Yeah, but
It just bothers me when a watch
loving the
is
green.
sloshing around. Yeah, no, the green it's like electric green.
Yeah, Junior, they
So
are.
should it go on that darker green NATO? Do you reckon?
Yeah, it would look. I think it would look excellent.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna pop off, and then I'll come back on my computer. Okay.
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spam the link again. We kind of figured that it would be a slower stream because Father's Day. So anybody that wants to join, by all means.
And we're back.
And you're back. Right on.
Hey,
So,
good to see you. Orange
so
Jam.
is there anything else new and exciting in everybody's world?
No, man, it's just another day here.
Yeah.
Another day. We went out to
Yeah,
a restaurant last night
I
for
noticed
the first time.
smoking.
Sorry?
No, I was just saying that we went out to a restaurant for the
I
first.
noticed Smokey had got a new watch.
Nice.
So I was going to say Smokey's got a new watch as well. He was saying he got the Pagani Datejust.
Right. Yes, he
If you
mentioned
want to
that
look
last
one
night.
up. See, there's a Pagani. There's Pagani.
Those are on Amazon,
Pagani. Pagani. Datejust.
Okay. I was looking at these things last week because it would make for a good trial run. I assume it would make, for fit. Not so much finish, but fit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I believe these are 41 millimeter.
The Paganis, I believe so. Do you know, Thomas?
Yeah, so this is a great homage, which is a great beta as well, which is why Smokey bought it just as a beta.
Mm-hmm.
But a lovely looking Datejust homage.
Can you guys hear each other?
I don't think Thomas can hear me.
No? Okay.
Maybe
yeah,
if he goes out and comes back in.
Yeah. Thomas, you can't hear Blue Shirt, can you?
Yeah, I'll get off my phone. I'll get off my phone now and rejoin on the computer.
Okay. Does that usually work?
Yep, that's usually what happens.
Okay.
When somebody goes and comes back in, then you can't hear everybody. You can't always hear everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Smokey just saying that's his beater. But that's cool, man. That's a decent looking homage watch.
Yeah, nice.
And he's saying it is 41 millimeters.
Yeah. Like, if I can't go try one on, then
Mhm.
for $75, probably
Yeah.
find it on sale.
Yeah, you try like AliExpress.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, WV David R. How are you, man?
Oh, hey man.
Thanks for stopping in. Deport TGV 2020. Thanks for dropping in.
Gotta say, it'll love that day. Cracks me up.
Yeah, so that silver dial on the Aragon is really killer.
Mhm. It is.
And I bet you I haven't taken it out in the light yet, but I'm sure it's going to change color in the light.
Yeah. Well, have you charged up the loom?
No, I haven't.
Do that.
Yeah. No, the loom on the PVD one I have is outrageous, so I'm sure it's the same.
Yeah. I was able to. When I got it, and I could reach above the roof just enough to get the sunshine on it for a minute.
Uh-huh.
It just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. And like I was saying before, the bracelet is really comfortable on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice one. So Smoke Eater's saying it's got the Pagani's got a sapphire screw down. It's got sapphire crystal screw down crown, flip lock bracelet. That's not bad.
No.
And for not a lot of money, you get to test drive the look.
Exactly. Now, I don't believe they have a smooth bezel because if you're gonna make an homage to a Datejust, you're gonna do it with a fluted bezel.
Fluted bezel, right?
Yeah. But maybe I'll fall for that one.
Yeah.
I have Thomas kind of put it in my head a while back.
Uh-huh.
And that touch of green kind of seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Thomas, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
sure.
Glad you're back. So yeah, we were just saying that this as a test drive watch it's not a bad deal.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we were saying the other day on the Clive stream that it's always good to buy a beta, buy an homage to try something out first, isn't it? It's a good idea.
Right.
Like he bought the 1016
right
homage, the Zeke.
The Zeke.
Yeah, the Zeke watch.
That thing is pretty cool.
It is, yeah. I mean, always a good idea to try something on a budget if you can before you take the plunge, and spend a lot of money.
Like, for this Pajani, that's a third of that would go to parking to go try on.
At the AD, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Smokey's is saying they make a 5711 homage as well.
Oh, look at that.
Let's take a look there.
Yeah, and once again, anybody out there in the chat, please join us.
Yeah, feel free to jump on, guys.
Yeah, hey, Longshoreman, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, $100 Canadian, so can't beat that. And hello, Longshoreman. Is this sharing? Yeah.
I don't think that's a homage. Oh, that one could be.
Oh, a little closer.
Smoke Eater saying it was $100 Canadian.
Yeah.
So that's probably like
peanuts.
Yeah, probably like 70 some odd dollars American.
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try the look and you can't afford the budget, I mean, why not?
I don't
If
know
you
that
don't-
I've ever heard of these cars.
If you don't happen to have the 60 to 70 grand for a 5711,
Yeah. From more than 2 feet away, who's going to know? All right.
So Thomas, are you going to keep yours on the bracelet for a little while?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll keep it on the bracelet.
It's a nice bracelet,
wearing
right?
nice. It's a really comfortable bracelet. Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice. It's a good one. Yeah. So on the topic of homages, I thought we'd maybe take a look at some Smith's watches
Excellent.
and just quickly look at some of the older versions and go through a bit of the history of Smiths. If you want to click on, I'll put in the chat just vintage Smiths watches. If you just want to type in vintage Smiths watches, the watch and clockmakers since 1851, S. Smiths and Sons transformed themselves into one of the main manufacturers of motor and aviation and marine instruments in the 1900s.
Mm-hmm.
From the start of World War II, Smith secured ongoing contracts with the Ministry of Defence, British Ministry of Defence, to provide pocket watches and by the end of the war, wristwatches. In 1959, an Imperial automatic model in stainless steel would have cost £25, which is 515 today's money. And the same watch with a manual wound movement would have been £12, which is £260 in today's money.
Mm-hmm.
The post-war civilian market proved tough despite Smiths introducing new models and movements, and eventually Smiths ceased fine watchmaking in Cheltenham in 1971. Now, there are 3 types of vintage Smiths to track down, which are the Cheltenham-made ones, which are the ones to really search for, as the movements are of higher grade, along with the dials and cases. These dials vary, saying Smiths, Smiths Deluxe, Smiths Everest, Smiths National, Smiths Astral, or Smiths Imperial. Later examples just say Astral, and in a few cases some were dialed Benson, and some movements were made for Garrard. Then there are the Welsh-made ones, which say Smith's Empire, or made in Great Britain. The movements were basic and impossible to service, apparently. Fun, cheap, and some eye-catching dials, but not really worth your time, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Swiss-made or Japanese-made ones. These watches are from the ending years. The Swiss movements are generally poor, however. Some are the plastic Astralon ones have historical interest. Some of the Japanese Hamazawa movements, though, are remarkably robust. And these watches are generally larger with 70s styling. Fun, but apparently not considered not considered the real deal. And people say that the best vintage Smiths go for the ones with made in England on the dial.
Mm-hmm.
If it says made in GB, it means that it was made in Wales, and people generally avoid those ones, apparently. The Smith Deluxe, with its water-resistant case, was the watch carried by Sir Edmund Hillary on his ascent of Everest, and you can get the exact model. You can't get the exact model, but the A409 is the nearest to this. The Smith Deluxe A454 and A460 models are the Antarctic versions supplied in 1957 to Hillary's Antarctic expedition. The Smith Everest watches were produced in various cases and movements, and the most user-friendly versions are the later ones with hand-winding 0104 movements and 35mm cases. This watch was also badged as Imperial. The Smith's W10 has a military provenance and rugged looks, wearing very well, and it's easy to track down than the Everest and Imperial automatics, despite only being produced for 4 years. Well worth snapping up whenever can be found. So the Deluxe Hillary style goes for £120. The Deluxe Antarctic style can be had for £170 second hand. the Astral Steel for about £500 second hand, the Everest Steel manual wine for about £600 second hand, the Imperial Steel manual wine for about £800, the Imperial Steel automatic for about £2,500, so quite sought after.
Mm.
Military W10 for £1,700. So Smith's watches are common in the UK in antique shops, junk shops, and at auctions. And the eBay can be good for you to catch good deals where people don't know the difference between the ones branded Made in England and the ones branded Empire or Made in Great Britain. And prices have risen quite sharply in the past
Hmm.
few years. But depending on the branding, people may not know which watch they have. So
Right. Well, wasn't 73 Maff was saying he was bidding on a W10
yes, he did. He did. That was true. Yeah.
on Clyde's channel last night when we were talking to him.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He
Yeah,
put
so
a max bid in, and so hopefully he'll get it.
hopefully, yeah, that'd be great if you could. So these ones you're looking at now, Zippo, you've looked at some of the modern iterations. So if you go to the link, the next link I've posted, this is for Time Factors, which has been going since 1996, and it's run by Eddie Platts, who's now licensed the Smith's name amongst others, I think.
Right. So he's the sole reseller or seller.
Yeah, and they're now retailing them from their website, which is Time Factors. So there's a whole host of watches here. There's the if we go from the PRS 25, which is the one on the left,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the Smith Everest PRS 25, which is a 1016 homage.
Yep.
So 36 millimeters. Miyota 9039 is the automatic movement. It's 100 meter water resistant, identical to the 9015, but without the ghost date position at the stem.
Gotcha.
Got
Is this the one that ID guy had?
Yeah, this is the ID guy watch. Yes,
Gotcha.
absolutely. It's got a rivet bracelet available that tapers from 20 millimeters to 16 millimeters under the new sign clasp. It's anti-magnetic and got the movement cover as super luminova. It's a gorgeous piece.
It is.
Yeah,
It
really
is.
nice.
And supposedly these sell out very quickly.
Yeah, they're sold out on the website. Yeah. I mean, these ones are all sold out already. If you go to the website now, these are sold out.
So
As is the Expedition, the one on the left. Super. You go back to the one on the left. That's a gorgeous one.
the Expedition.
Yeah, the Expedition. Now, this was the one that went to the a remake of the one that went to the Antarctic.
Nice.
And, this is gorgeous. Yeah, heat blued steel syringe hands with a
Nice.
second hand. 36 millimeter, 39 including the crown. Sorry. This goes for £330, which is an absolute steal. But again, this one's sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Miyota, same Miyota movement as the 9039, and the automatic movement, same sized rivet bracelet, and solid anchor links and sign clasps. And it's also supplied with a tan leather strap and 2-watch travel case.
Oh, nice.
So, which is nice.
That's all included.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This watch is a nod to the original Smith's A454,
Mm-hmm.
known as the Antarctic, because it was used by Sir Edmund Hillary and Sir Vivian Fuchs in 1955-58 during their transantarctic expeditions.
And these are this is 36 millimeter as well.
Yeah, 36 millimeter. I love this one. I really like this one. I love this. I'm a sucker for syringe hands.
Yeah, and the cream dial is nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. And then the next one, that Daytona copy.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about homages. If you want to try out a watch, this one is if you want to try out a Daytona, I thought this one was a great one. The
Yeah.
Smith Vanguard, the PRS 32. This is a 40mm one, 100 meters water resistance. It's been on the drawing board since 2012, they say, but Time Factors wanted a quality movement. Initially, they wanted a Valjoux 72, but they could only find a handful of these, priced at $900 each. Sorry. Then they were offered some Lemania 1863, which is the Omega 861 movements, but they were also $900. And being old movements would need stripping, checking, and lubricating, which would have added to the cost. So eventually they opted for a Seiko NE88 column with a chronograph.
Interesting. So it's a Seiko movement.
Yeah, the column with chronograph with vertical clutch for smooth operation was chosen, as it can be left running for extended periods without fear of undue wear to the gear teeth. Yeah. And this comes provided with a Pella case. And the white dial sold out in 17 minutes.
Wow. So obviously this one is sold out as well.
The black dial, they've still got the black dial.
Okay. Yeah. But no white dial.
No white dial.
Everybody wants the Panda.
Absolutely. That Paul Newman look, yeah.
That's an interesting watch. See, I didn't even know that they did something like this.
No.
Yeah, they do some interesting watches. Really interesting company. It's a lovely watch, that one. So the next one, the one next to it, the NATO watch, automatic, 40.2 millimeters across the case. This is a screw case back and luminous filled skeleton hands, also known as ladder hands. So this is a Seiko NE15C 24 dual automatic movement with 50 hours power reserve. It's £235. So first appearing as a quartz watch in 2014, this proved very popular, selling out quite quickly. And intending to make more, there were requests for an automatic version. So this is thicker than the quartz version, but still quite slim for a watch with this type and spec.
Nice.
12.25 millimeters.
Oh, not bad. Not bad.
So
WV David R, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by.
Take it easy.
Happy Father's Day.
David. Happy Father's Day, my friend.
Take care, man.
Yeah, so especially considering the anti-magnetic movement that has been added, it's quite a slim movement. The quartz chronograph version is currently in development, and when the decision was made to proceed with the watch, an application was submitted to the Ministry of Defence for a NATO stock number, and the application was successful. I'm not sure quite what that means, a NATO stock number, but whether it means that they're supplying them to the Ministry of Defence, or whether it means that they
that'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting what it means. But I love the fixed lug, the fixed bar. Sorry, just to allow the NATO to go through.
And the bullhead.
Yeah, the bullhead crown. It's a funky looking watch.
Yeah. Looks like it could take a pounding.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
What's the movement inside again, Thomas?
It's a Seiko. NE15C.
Okay.
50 hours power reserve. But for £235, I mean, you can't go wrong. Some great deals.
Looks good on a NATO.
Yeah, then there's the military ones just below. There's the military there, you see. They're the PRS. I think these are the ones that ID Guy was reviewing. The Navigator. These are the PRS 29A. in the Air Ministry, which is the white one, 29 AM for Air Ministry. Full anti-magnetic case, screw back, shoulder spring bars, and drilled lugs for a tight fit with the NATO. Supernova anti-reflective coating on the crystal. These are hand-wound ETA 2801-2 with hacking seconds.
Nice.
So yeah, white dial has heat blued hands, and although only issued for 4 years between 1967 and 70, the Smiths is probably the best known of all British military watches, apparently, and until quite recently, one of the more affordable for collectors.
I love the blued hands. I'm just a sucker for it.
Yeah, this is a reintroduction of a completely new watch built from scratch and incorporating improvements over the original. Both the black and white dial, the 8 Ministry versions, have also been allocated NATO stock numbers, so they're going with this NATO stock number again. So these are supplied in 2-watch travel case, again, a 24 months guarantee. But they look lovely.
They do.
I love the hands on the black dial, that short, stubby hour hand.
Mm-hmm.
And those hands on the those blue hands on the white dial look gorgeous.
Yeah, they really pop, don't they? That's a nice little watch. I wish they made them just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I suppose they're going with the vintage aesthetic, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. I understand.
Yeah.
I found out that if you put, I think it's copper shavings in a crucible with whatever you want to turn blue, it's that copper that makes all the difference in the world.
So if you go back up, just go back up a second, Zippo. We got the vintage, which is the just up one more. Yeah, that one on the right, which is the vintage. So this is a bit of an oddball. The vintage PRS 35 looks a bit Breguet-esque, doesn't it?
It does. The small seconds and the Romans.
So it's got a screw exhibition case back, brushed silver dial, blued steel hands. This one's got a Passeur Swiss-made movement. It's a Passeur 7040 hand-wound movement decorated with Geneva stripes.
Wow.
I'm not familiar with Passeur.
No, me neither.
It's PESEUX.
Okay, and this one's a little bigger, 38 mils.
Yeah, 38 mil. Yeah. This is a sister watch to the cushion-cased one, the PRS 36, based on original 50s design. This watch is suitable for either man or woman, they say. And it's like all Time Factors watches, all of the components are manufactured specifically for this watch, except for the movement. The stock components are not used, they say. It's an interesting piece.
It is.
This is not a flattering picture.
No, not too flattering.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're right.
I do, however, quite like that case design.
Yeah. And the lugs.
Definitely got that Breguet look, hasn't it?
For sure. All it's missing is the coin edge.
Yeah.
So you can see that Smiths are now, run by Time Factors, are really branching out to a lot of different looks. And they're going from everything from 1016 to Breguet look. It's a interesting bag.
Very interesting. And they seem to be doing really well, and they're constantly sold out. So
yeah,
that's an interesting looking movement.
Yeah, this one's £395. This one, the vintage. It's a hand wound movement, so if you scroll down again, just scroll down the vintage, the one on the left there, the vintage cushion case. This is the sister to the one we've just seen, and it's screw exhibition case back 37mm. This one, it's £395. Syringe styled hands, which again, as I say, I love.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brushed silver dial. Again, it's using the same movement, the Pasteur 7040 Swiss made hand mount movement. And Eddie says that Eddie, who runs Time Factors, said, "I've received many requests for a smaller watch in a vintage style, and this style has always been a personal favourite. A clean and simple watch which does nothing more than tell the time and slim enough to slip under any cuff. It can be worn for casual, formal occasions. And although it measures only 37mm across, excluding the crown, it wears more like a 40mm watch because of the square shape. It's only 10.5 thick.
Mm-hmm.
So from the top to the sapphire crystal. So I really like this one. This is my kind of watch. This
Very
cushion-
interesting.
this
Very
cushion
different. Yeah. For sure. I even like the strap too, the pattern on the strap. But that the shape of the case is very very unique.
Yeah.
And again, the movement is good. Look at that. That's a good looking watch.
Yeah.
It's on a chunky wrist, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've got one model.
Thomas, have you ever seen a Smiths out in the wild?
I've only seen the PRS 25 like ID's got.
Mm-hmm.
The Explorer dial. Not seen any of these ones that we're looking at though. Interesting ones. So the next one was the automatic diver, which is that one in the middle there. Yeah, this one is a blatant copy homage to the Willard.
Right. Yeah, I was just gonna say it looks like the Seiko Willard. Yep.
Yeah, they say this one pays homage to a design which will be instantly recognizable by the majority of watch aficionados worldwide.
Yeah.
It's surprising that this designer first appeared 45 years ago, and whilst it may be considered unusual or even quirky, it looks just as modern today as it did then. So this is the Smith's 200-meter automatic diver, the PRS 68.
Mm-hmm.
44.5 millimeter on a waffle strap, and it's a 200-meter water resistant using the Miyota 9015 24 joule automatic movement. It's now sold out and discontinued. So a lot of them you'll find they still have on their site, but they're discontinued, which is a bit strange, really. I mean,
yeah, if it's discontinued, then take it off your site. Then
yeah, it's a bit of a tease, really.
Yeah.
This was £485 when it was running, but a bit of a nice watch, but a bit of a tease to be on there.
Yeah, but it's nice that it's not that thick. It's only 12.4 millimeters thick, so that's really not bad, especially for a 44.5 millimeter watch. It's got super luminova. It's nice. It's nice. But you can't get it anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
Is the Willard itself available? Like, can you find
yeah.
What's his name? Chris.
Tom Austin was a fan of those, wasn't he? I mean, I think they've just been re-released for about $1,200, are they? The Willard?
Something like, yeah, they did. You can still get original ones, and man, Chris, I forget the name of his channel. He just bought an original
Watch Lounge.
No, not Watch Lounge, not that. The other guy, He used to be on. Archie. I forget he's got the gold. He always has the gold chain and the open collared shirts.
Yeah.
I forget his channel.
Yeah.
Um,
Another one.
he just bought one and did a video on it. And Psycho did a reissue. Really, really nice, but it's like $3,000. And then they've just come out with another reissue, with some minor tweaks to it, but it still looks similar to it. That I think is about $1,000 or so.
See, so what?
It's complicated. This is his channel.
Yeah.
It's complicated. Yep.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
But he just bought he was going back and forth on which one to get, and he decided to go, and he found an original one in good shape.
So I was going to say, at what point do you just buy the original over homage?
Right.
Yes.
Well, the originals now are, they're old watches, and depending on how they've been kept, how badly they've been used and abused, if they've been serviced. So that's always the pitfalls of buying vintage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Neo's he's gonna hop on.
Oh, hey, Neo.
Okay. Yeah, so another one was another interesting one was the radio room watch, which is just up there in the middle.
Oh, that's different.
This is the Smith's radio room watch, the PRS-28. It's Smiths had a excellent reputation for their clocks, some of which were quite specialist and collectible, and this is a faithful reproduction of their radio room clock. The coloured segments each span 3 minutes and show the period during which radio silence is observed to listen for distress calls on the international distress frequencies. The red segments indicate the listening periods for distress calls made with Morse code, and the green segments indicate the listening periods for voice calls, usually on frequency 2182 kilohertz, although other frequencies are also used. So this is a really interesting one, this one. This is now sold out and discontinued again, but it was £245. It's a 40mm, 50-meter water resistant using the ETA 2840 stroke 42 automatic. And it's non-luminous. I really like the quirky design of this one.
Yep. Very nice.
And as Neo said, it's interesting that it's quite good that they keep the back catalogue on the site, so you can just
reference it.
Yeah, just for reference. It's got the Poir Stewart hands, apparently they're called.
Huh. Interesting.
$2,182.
So this is these really seem to be coming into their own, Smiths.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, were they dormant for a while?
Yeah, they were dormant from 79, I think, until Eddie started up in 1996, I think.
Okay. So another Phoenix brand. That's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Junior Johnson's like just to aggravate you. they leave it on the website.
Yeah, the next. Sorry, Blue Shirt.
No, I was going to say Smoke Eater saying that's a unique watch, and I like it, and I agree. It's different.
Yeah, the next one was the Seafire, which was the. You see it just there. Now the Seafire was. This is a 40mm, 100-meter water-resistant PVD coated case. This is £255.
Mm-hmm.
Most people would have heard of the Spitfire aircraft from World War II, but the Seafire is rarely mentioned. The Supermarine Seafire was a naval version of the Supermarine Spitfire adapted for operation from aircraft carriers. The name Seafire comes about by abbreviating the longer name Sea Spitfire.
I've never heard of that plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, originally the Seafire was still a fixed-wing aircraft like the Spitfire, but with the introduction of the Seafire F Mark III, manually folding wings were added to make the deployment of an aircraft carrier easier. So the PRS-37 has been designed in the style of aircraft instruments. The ISA 9500-1010 quartz movement has the appearance of mechanical movement in as much as the seconds hand ticks 4 times a second.
Oh, okay.
Setting the time is not conventionally done, but has a mechanical mechanism to help set the time, which is quite interesting. You turn a video's been made to show how this is done by time factors, and you turn the crown and it sort of automatically moves itself. You don't turn the crown round. You just you turn it sort of how do I describe it? Half turn it sort of and just hold it in position, and it automatically whirls round itself electronically.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a great shot of the Seafire with its wings folded.
Yeah, I mean, look at that! Wow.
So is that PVD coded?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a nice looking watch.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Looks good on the NATO.
Looks good, that one, doesn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Need a PVD watch. Okay.
Oh, there's the
Yeah,
video.
just watch that video. It's interesting.
Is fitted with an ISO 9500-1010 quartz movement. This movement does not adjust like conventional movements, and the best way to demonstrate setting the time is to show you. First, pull out the crown to hike the movement just like any conventional movement. And then, turning the crown slightly towards you, towards the 6, and still holding the crown, the hands begin to move slowly. After a few seconds, the hands begin to move quickly, and when they reach the desired time, release the crown. If you go too far, turn the crown away from you towards the 12, and the hands will move slowly. Release the crown when the desired time is reached. Push the crown back in, and the watch will start running again. You can see that the seconds hand moves 4 times a second, giving the appearance of a mechanical watch with the accuracy of a quartz. Battery life is approximately 39 months, and the movement has an end-of-life indicator.
Interesting. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
I thought it was interesting the way that was set.
I like that one.
I do, yeah.
Is that sold out?
No, that's £255, that one.
Yeah, cool.
So I'd like to see more like that in the quartz watch. Something,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of high tech to it.
Geezer says he'd swap his nail clipper for his watch. Well observed, Geezer.
Is that the same hand model as?
It might be.
Yeah,
It might be.
we got to hire this guy a model.
That's a good one, Thomas.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice, that, isn't it? So the next one was the big date. That one you're on there. So this one reminded me of the mundane Swiss Railways clocks.
Mm-hmm.
And again, discontinued and sold out. So Ronda quartz movement. It was £99. This one with a black or red leather strap. The first new Smith's watch to be manufactured since 1979. This one.
Oh,
And,
wow. So this was the first one they brought back.
yeah, this was the first one they brought back. So the first one to be manufactured since 1979 and continues the tradition of quality watches at an affordable price. It utilizes a case design used by many manufacturers over the last 60 years and is variously described as Deco or Bauhaus. It has been designed to be highly legible and suitable for both casual and formal wear, and has the look of the mundane Swiss railway watches, as I said.
There you go. And a full loom dial. That's cool.
Yeah, I like the full loom dial. It's cracking, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very legible. Yeah, it comes in 34 millimeters or 40 millimeters. So it's
Okay.
a his and hers option.
Nice.
Never seen a stacked date window like that before.
Yeah, it's different.
Interesting, isn't it? I thought that was really interesting. Yeah.
I kind of like it.
But you can't get it.
Is that another sold out?
Yeah, another back catalogue one. Shame, but just thought I'd take you through them anyway.
Yeah, no. Because, Thomas, you're absolutely, because when you think of Smiths, you think of the Everest.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
And, and the W10s, and that's
Yeah.
really it.
Yeah. So if you just go back up again, Zippo, to the Black Shadow.
Excellent.
Yeah, so this one, it's an ETA 2830 automatic day-date movement. There's a black calf leather strap with signed buckles, semi-matte black dial with superluminova hour markers, anti-reflective coating on the crystal. Inspired by the design of a vintage motorcycle instrument, this one, with black body and stainless steel chromed effect bezel. This watch captures the look of a speedometer while still retaining clear functionality as a watch. So this one's for you, Zippo. It's a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Motorcyclist watch.
Yeah. And now the 10 to 110, 120 in the middle. What is that?
That's his speedometer. It's like 10 miles an hour, 110 miles an hour.
Yeah. Okay. I was just thought it maybe was indicating something, but
Yeah, and that yellow second hand really pops.
Yeah, it's nice. I quite like it.
yeah. That's all I can say.
So 40 millimeters, 100 meters water resistant. 67 grams just for the head only. This one is a 445 pounds. PRS 38. This one. Just put it out there. If anybody wants to hop on the stream and chat with us, feel free. I know.
Yeah, Neo's asking to repost the link. Flipping.
I know Junior Johnson was keen to join us. If you want to come on, Junior, it'd be great to hear from you.
Yeah, Junior, please join us. Any of you guys, Williams, Geezer.
Absolutely.
I kind of love that it's got the black case and chromed out bezel. That's awesome.
Yeah, even the rally strap is pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
It's different. Definitely different looking watch.
It's different. Definitely different looking watch.
Howdy, Neo.
Hi, Neo.
Neo, what's up, man?
Hey guys, happy Father's Day to all you unlucky bastards.
Thank you. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. Just pretty good. I just had I've just been rewiring a lot of my computer, and like video wasn't working. Like I could see the live stream, but it's good. It's good.
Okay, good.
Right on.
So we're just looking at some Smith's watches.
Yeah, yeah. It's becoming a little YouTube niche favorite, it seems.
It is. It is. It's a definitely with ID guy pimping it. It's becoming a very popular brand.
Yeah. So like, what do you guys feel about like the Smith watch and then the Wise watch? Because I kind of feel like in some ways they have a lot of similar DNA.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the Weiss watches. Those are real nice. You know, they're over $1,000. And
It's like 1,200, right?
yeah, and they're built by
They're built by hand.
the movements are built by hand. They're modified ETAs, but you know, he reworks them himself. They're cool. I like them a lot. I
How
like
much
these
does
too.
Smith cost?
I'm sorry.
How much do the Smiths cost?
What was the? How much is the Everest, Thomas?
Oh, the Everest. I couldn't
Hold
get
on,
a price on the Everest. I couldn't get a price on the Everest because it's sold out.
Hmm.
I think it's about £300.
Let's see here.
Oh, so that's like a third the price of,
Right,
of a Wise.
right. Well, this one Everest is in stock. The one on the bracelet, the PRS 2540 millimeter. So
Oh,
they
yeah?
do make a 40 mil. That's 330 pounds,
There you go.
Not bad.
and it's ETA 2892-2. So yeah, the difference is, you know, Smith's is using stock movements.
Yeah.
Weiss is putting it, you know, he's using, you know, a standard a Bosch, but he's putting his own touches on it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't realize that Everest had, until I was just looking at this, that they did a 40 millimeter version of it. That's
I
cool.
wasn't aware of that either.
Junior Johnson.
All right.
Junior.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
Junior.
Junior,
Yeah,
how
we
you
heard you,
doing?
and we see you.
All right.
Good
Thank
for,
you,
thanks for
guys.
joining us.
Great
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
to see you, my friend. How you
Yeah,
doing?
if it wasn't for Thomas sending me the instructions, I'd have never made it. I tried it before, but couldn't do it.
Great
Thomas
to
is the
see
man.
you.
Good
Yes,
job.
Yeah.
great to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I can't. It's a little odd here. I don't know. I didn't know if you could see me or not. So
We
thank
see you and hear you.
Thank
Great.
you, guys. I
So
really.
tell us about yourself. Tell us about your watches. How did you get into it all? When
Oh,
did
my
it
God.
start? When did the illness start?
Yeah. The illness started a long time ago. I think like everybody else when I was a kid. You know, I used to sit in my out on the back porch with my grandpa and look at his watch, and he would let me, you know, try it on. And God, I just loved him my whole life. You know, but I bought my first watch when I was 21. That's when I bought the Datejust.
Mm-hmm.
And I've owned quite a few watches since. But in the last 2 years, I've had to sell them. I explained that kind of to Thomas. I was in an accident and had my hand burned pretty
Right.
bad. I don't know if you can see it here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my friend.
Yeah, so I lost
Oh.
all the fingers, and it was a nightmare.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, and so I've had to sell some watches because I was in the hospital for 3 months, and I'm taking care of my grandkids. I've got 2 granddaughters that stay with me, and so
Wow.
I had to sell them, but that's okay. I had some artwork I had to sell, which I kept till like the watches went first. I had a sub, and then I also had an old Hoyer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those. They used to be called a horseshoe. Have you ever seen those?
No,
Bring it
maybe you
up.
could
Somebody
look
bring
one
it
up, Tickle.
Yeah.
It was a Hoyer horseshoe chronograph.
Huh. Interesting.
No, you've never seen those?
No.
Yeah, back in the day, they were kind of cool. And I had a lot of friends who were into racing and things like that, and you just kind of get caught up in with it. And so everybody's wanting to time their cars, and so I bought one of those.
Oh, shh. 1 second here.
So you started with a date just, and then you got into a.
Then I later on in the probably the late 70s or so, I bought the Hoyer,
Mm-hmm.
and then later on I started scuba diving. I bought a place down in Belize.
Wow.
And I bought the place just because of scuba diving. It's the second largest barrier reef in the world there, and the most alive.
Mm-hmm.
And
Amazing.
yeah, and so of course, I bought a sub, but I realized they're not really a good. For me, it wasn't. If you get on a dive boat with all those tanks and the equipment and the people and diving off the boat, you end up banging them up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the same story I get from my friends who dive. I try to get them to buy a cool dive watch. They're like, no way. They're like, this thing's gonna get so banged up. I've got a computer. I'm not gonna get a watch.
Right.
Yeah, there's the watch.
That is neat.
Oh, that's cool, Junior. That is cool.
And the one I had a like a gold. The horseshoe part of it was gold. The pound was gold. Yeah, it's hard for me to see it. I'm trying to do this on my phone, but yeah, it was a nice little watch. And I ended up selling that and the sub a couple years ago.
All right.
Oh, shame.
Did you keep anything for yourself?
I kept the date just because that was my first watch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
And I probably got screwed on. I sold both. I sold the sub and that watch for $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, when you need money and you're laying in a hospital.
Yeah, I hear
and
you, man.
You got 2 kids to take care of, and it wasn't too hard of a decision.
Yeah.
How many years of enjoyment did you get out of that sub?
Pardon?
How many years of enjoyment did you get out of the sub?
Oh, I bought that in the early 80s.
Yeah. So you enjoyed it. You lived it.
Right. It wasn't. It was. It's hard a little bit, but I needed the money, and I made money. I think I only paid like $1,000 for the sub. So.
Wow.
It wasn't no big deal. Like I've said before, I think he either paid $300 or $350 for the day just, and I think I only paid. I'm not sure on the Hoyer. That wasn't much either. $200-$300. So it's hard to believe. When I started looking at watches recently, I can't believe the prices.
Yeah.
They went crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And when I looked up the price of the Datejust, I was flabbergasted.
Yeah, you could spend $8,000 and all you get is a value $7,750.
Yeah, it really doesn't make much sense to me. Not now. In this situation I'm in, I can't afford big money on watches.
Right.
Yeah, I've got kids to take care of, and it's way more important than a watch.
Yeah,
I'm right.
Agreed.
And there's plenty of options out there.
There's now with all these micro bands. I just really started looking at YouTube maybe not even a year ago, and I see all these micro bands, and damn, it's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you've got the money and you're in a position where you can buy these watches, it just doesn't make sense to me.
And you got a Seagull 1963 recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I got that one on. I've been wearing a lot. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard for me to move this. Yeah, I bought this. I love it. There we go.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't see what I'm doing. It's weird. Yeah, I love the watch. And
Yeah,
that
we
was
can
like,
see that.
can you see? Oh, there it is on the full screen. I see a lot better. Yeah, I love it. And that's more the price range that I'm willing to spend now. I'm trying to put money back for the girls and take care of them. They've got cars, and they're 12 and 13 now. You know, they've got their interests in computers and phones and clothes and makeup.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. My daughter's 14, so I'm right with you. So I hear
Yeah.
you.
And so what else did I buy? I bought a Seiko 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to buy some nice little watches. Can you see that? Yeah, I bought that. You know, these are all, that was like what?
Nice.
$70.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah. And so I love it. I really appreciate you guys. Everybody's been really really nice and accepting, and yeah, it's really made my day. When I first heard about it, I don't know if you were on there in Blue Shirt or not. I was Rich was doing a live stream,
Mm-hmm.
and he was talking about his channel and kind of where he wanted it to go, and he said that maybe there's somebody out there with no watch in a drawer or somewhere, and maybe we can get them interested in it. And that was the first time that I ever even typed anything in. And I told him, kind of explained where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's taken off.
See, there you go. Yeah, the sickness spreads very quickly.
One of us.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm trying to, but I've learned so much.
But you're part of a community now, Junior. You're part of a community now, and as you say, you can learn so much. You can.
I've learned more than last year, and I knew my whole life. Before then, I bought watches because I liked them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like the look of it, or I was influenced. I had a lot of friends. When you go scuba diving, of course, you see everybody with their watches, and and you're sure you're gonna get one. And then when all my friends are into racing, we got the chronograph, and I never did any research. I just liked it and I bought it.
Right.
Which is still I think a good idea. Buy what you like, and
that's it, man.
Don't worry about what other people think and all this other stuff.
Buy what you love and love what you buy.
Yeah, I had never heard everybody to call them watchers shitters, and I would never say that to somebody. If somebody's got a watch on, I don't know too many people that they're into it, but if I see people, I always compliment them and look at their watch, and I'm not about to tell them, well, that's a shitter.
No, it's not a dumb thing, is it?
No, I saw a guy with a boulevard the other day. I was standing in a line, and he had a watch. I didn't know what it was. It was a boulevard. It was a quartz, but it was a nice looking watch. I asked him if he'd ever heard the Curve, and he said he had. And we had a nice little discussion. It was nice.
Great.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say, well, that's a shitty quartz watch.
No, it doesn't get you anywhere insulting people. I mean, this is what the community is about. It's about being able to talk with other like-minded people who are into watches, and being able to compliment each other and spark up chats like he did.
Yeah, but I've also noticed there's some pretty nasty, mean people out there.
Oh, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure.
Just ignore them.
Trolls will be trolls.
Oh yeah, I've misspelled a couple words here and there, and I've had extra people comment about it. Well, if you're gonna, you need to at least spell how to. It's just,
give them my name and have them come talk to me about it.
Yeah, Neil sort them out.
There you go.
Hiding behind keyboards that damn well would never say anything to.
Right.
Yeah, keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're here reading the comments and wondering how I spell if I misspell the words.
Yeah, I mean, there's good-natured fisting, which we all enjoy, and then there's real mean and nasty, which there's no room for it. So
I mentioned it to Bill, and he said, "Junior, at least you got most of them right."
Bill's one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, and we're similar. But I think Bill's 5 years older than me, so he calls me the young guy.
Yeah, let me tell you, he's one of the nicest men I've ever met.
He's wonderful.
He's a sweetheart. As nice as he is online, he's even nicer in person.
Oh, you met him?
Yeah, I've met him at the Watch Time show in New York the last 2 years.
Wow, that would be nice.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. His
Yeah, I
wife
think
is lovely too.
he said, I think he's 5 or 6 years older than me, so
Mm-hmm.
I'll be 67 on my birthday coming up here before too long.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yep.
So I want to thank everybody. It's like a panel of experts, isn't it? I've
No,
learned
there's
so
no
much.
experts here. We're
Not at
we're
all.
punters.
Oh yeah,
We're just enthusiasts. We're
It's
just
yeah.
punters.
Sunday with the punters. Where
Right.
there are no
Absolutely.
experts here.
you know way more than I do. But
No.
that's, you know what it is?
No.
It's fun to learn.
It is.
We're
You
here
know,
just to share it with you, Junior. We're here to share what we know and to learn off others. We're here to learn
Right.
off you.
and the ID guy, I love him. You know, he's the only
ID
one
guy
I
is
support on Patreon. You
Mhm.
know, because I've been watching him since he was doing the harnesses, and teaching
Yeah,
people
me
how to
too,
put
yeah.
on the NATO straps and all that. And I support him on his Patreon. I actually
Mhm.
doubled it yesterday after a show.
Yeah, me too.
I doubled my Patreon, and I try to super chat him money whenever he's on.
Well, that's. I'm sure he appreciates it, Junior.
I hope
Yeah,
he does.
good
He's a
on you.
young guy, you
I'm
know.
sure he does. I mean, Thomas knows him probably better than anybody around, so I'm sure he appreciates it.
Yeah, he will,
Yeah.
definitely. Good on you, Junior.
Yeah, and I had recently had my the day just service,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent it to Christian, Theo and Harris.
Okay.
And those are wonderful people. You know, I see it seems like people give him a hard time, but I sent it in, and then I searched around for a price first, and he had a better price. It was like $450 to have the service,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent him $100, and then I had some trouble come up with the kids and all this, and so it took me quite a while to get them their money. And his mother's the one who takes care of the money, and she was really nice. And then when it came down to the last $100, I didn't know what she was doing, and she said, "Well, what size shirt you wearing?" And she said, "We're gonna send you some swag," which I didn't even know what it meant. She sent me 2 real nice shirts and a hat, and then knocked $100 off the bill.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
you can't beat that. I mean, and occasionally she'll send me an email saying hello, and good people.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so I've got them looking for a bracelet for
I'll
me
be right
for,
back.
Mm.
for the date just because it was stolen at one point. I got it back, and I need a bracelet, either that or I don't know.
Bless
what I'm
you.
gonna do.
Bless
I
you.
might sell it. We'll see.
No, don't sell it, Junior.
No, I've had it all these years, but I have to, I'm in a situation sort of like Archie, and so I gotta hide my watches, do stuff. And so
Well,
it's
you
in a-
don't want to be in a situation like Archie because you don't want horns, and you want to be able to have curtains on your windows.
No, we got curtains. It's just I'm afraid it might get stolen again. And so I keep it in a safety deposit box, and I'm not wearing it. I keep it in there most of the time. And it's been in there since this pandemic started.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get it out. You have to make an appointment. I mean, you could get it out, but it's in another city. It's in Monroe, Michigan. I'd have to make an appointment, go down there, get it out. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We'll see.
All right, give it time, give it some thought. You're not in any rush.
No, I'm.
And if that's your first watch, man, that's you might want to hang on to that.
I just lucked out. If you were wearing a two-tone date just back in the early '70s, you were the hip guy. If I'd have had any sense, I'd have bought the chronograph that are worth hundreds of thousands now. But
Yeah, it's all hindsight, though, isn't it?
Didn't know it, and the date just looked to me it looked nicer. And I had no need for a chronograph.
That's what I'm aiming for as a date just.
Are you?
Yep.
They're beautiful. I love it. I get it out, and I'm still infatuated. I get it out and look at it in the sun. It's a beautiful watch.
Let me tell you guys, a day, I don't have one, but a date just could easily be a one and done watch. It's
Absolutely,
it's that versatile,
Oh,
and
I love it.
that timeless.
I mean, ID Guy did the video. The date just had its time, and not at all. Not at all.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
think they
think so.
probably sell more of those than anything else.
They do.
I think Blue Shirt's right. It could be a one and done watch. Absolutely, it was a one and done watch for many people. It was
Right.
for you, Junior. It was
Yep.
for
It
you
was-
when you got yours. It was your one and done watch. It was
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. So,
You mean back in the days when people were very practical and they thought, why the hell do I need more than one watch?
Right.
yeah, those days.
Yeah. Like maybe like any year up until like 6 years ago.
Right. I mean, my dad is a prime example. He got a little gold Hamilton when he graduated law school, and he wore that watch every day until he died. And now I have it, and it's a little small. I think it's like 34 or 33 millimeters, but you know, I'm never going to get rid of it. And it was, you know, he, like I said, he wore it every day. And it was just, you know, it's something I'll always cherish.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
On the, you know, saying how they might be obsolete, they do evolve slowly but surely. They keep evolving the Datejust.
Well, it's design wise, it's the most versatile Rolex there is. I mean, you can get it in, you know, different metals, different colors, different bezels, different bracelets. You know, you can pretty much get any kind of combination that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so much to choose from.
Yes.
Sky's the limit on the, you know, materials. How many diamonds can you throw on them?
Mhm.
Everything.
But they're pricey now.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I looked up for what a new one would cost.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. Datejusts are not cheap.
But I bet you were the man in the 70s with the Datejust Junior.
Oh, at least I thought I was.
Yeah.
Well, you got to
absolutely.
remember, you could buy Timex for $5, so, you know.
Yeah.
So if you were paying $350 for a Rolex, that was a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Chip
A month's
Gage
wages.
in the chat is asking what we all think of an Aquaterra as a one and done watch.
No, I think they're pretty, don't you? Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
no, I do. Coaxial,
very good.
master
Mm.
chronometer, anti-magnetic. It's water resistant to 150 meters. Yeah, it's a watch that can do everything, Chip. It can, you know, go from the beach to the boardroom. So absolutely,
Excellent choice. Yeah,
that's a good
it's
one
got
and
the
done watch.
Got the Meta certified movement in it, hasn't it? It's
Correct.
15,000 Gauss.
Yeah.
Anti-magnetic.
Hey, Carlos, welcome. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Carlos.
Hello, Carlos.
Hola.
Happy Father's Day.
Salute.
Yes, happy Father's Day, Carlos.
But we can't see the chat here. Huh? I can't.
No, it doesn't work if you're on mobile, does it? Is there a way to do that?
That's fine. I'm lucky I got here. I wanted for Thomas.
It's lovely to see you, Junior. It's great to
Yes.
see you at last.
Yeah, I've been wanting to come on, but you know, a little hesitant.
You're more than welcome
No,
anytime,
it's great
Junior.
to see you.
Well, I tried before and I couldn't figure it out.
No worries. Well, now you popped your cherry, so now
Oh no.
now you got no
No.
excuse not to come back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I'll come back into the chat. I just wanted to tell everybody I appreciate it.
Oh,
Really
thank you.
do.
Oh,
You're
we
welcome. Thank you
appreciate
for-
you.
Coming
Yeah,
on.
well, you know, to an old guy, just a little hello sometimes. Geezer, he's always, you know, at least you know who I am now, and you know who's on the other side of that keyboard.
Yeah, great to see you, my
All
friend.
right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
All right.
Junior. You're
Yeah,
always welcome.
I appreciate it.
Anytime. We'd
And
love to see you, yeah.
I'll join the chat.
Take
Thanks.
care, my friend.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, so there's two side streams going on. One I'm very curious about. It's about watch books.
Right, I saw that.
And two, it sounds like we are going to have a watch YouTube charity event. It's going to be boxing style, which means you get to challenge someone. They get to show up in the ring with you, and it's time to just shed some old business. Any money collected will be donated to charities of our choice.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, the winner of the match gets to decide where all the money raised will go, but it has to be a legitimate charity.
At the end of that.
So we just have to. Me and Williams Watches are going to organize this. I know I've got a list of people who I would gladly challenge for charity.
Yeah, me too. I think it'd be a little bit one-sided considering who some of these guys are, but yeah,
it's okay. It's okay. They have it's for charity. They're giving themselves up for charity.
Exactly. I almost bought that A Man and His Watch book.
Oh, you should. It's a great book. I was just going to bring that up. Yep. It's a fantastic book.
Yeah, it was, I think, $50. And I thought it was older for some reason. I didn't go through it all, but I kind of flipped a few pages and saw Ben Clymer. So it's like, well, this is a new book. And kind of dismissed it at that point. To anybody, if you want any reading material, go to the A. Lang and Son website. Contact, I believe, is the part of the page. And you get the catalog they'll send it to you.
Yes, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And it's a book, the catalog. Yeah.
So, if you wanted to go from one English brand, which was Smith's, to another British brand, I put another link in for Vertex, which was one of the brands that made one of the watches for the Dirty Dozen.
Right.
So in 1912, Claude Lyons borrows £1,000 from his father-in-law, Mr. Mayer, and sets up Dreadnought watches, specialising in Swiss movements recased in Britain. In 1915, Dreadnought produces watches for the British military during World War I. In 1916, Vertex Watches Limited is founded in London, in Hatton Garden in Switzerland. In 1922, Oriole starts producing complete watches for Vertex and movements for the Platinum Ladies Watch range. In 1927, Vertex becomes the exclusive importer of Movado watches to the UK. In 1931, begins working with Revue Thomann and retail range of all-steel, all-proof watches. 1938, Henry Lyons, Claude's son, joins Vertex. In 1940, the Vertex Hatton Garden factory showrooms are destroyed by bombing. And in 1941, Henry Lyons, now a captain in the British Army with his unique understanding of such watches industries, asked to help with the sourcing of watches for British military. In 1943, navigation watch specs are received and production starts in Switzerland for 4 factories. 1944, the Vertex starts production of the caliber 59 WWW, which stands for Wrist Watch Waterproof, the nav watch. And in 1944, 4,652 of those are delivered to troops during preparations for D-Day. And 45, Vertex are commissioned to produce a mono-pusher ordnance timing watch, but due to post-war rationing, the watch is never produced. In 51, Vertex becomes the exclusive importer for Thomann manufactured watches to the UK. In 54, for over 50 years, Vertex clock keeps time in Hatton Garden. 56, Vertex starts to make co-branded watches under the name Vertex Review in order to capitalize on both the Vertex and Thomann Review's reputation. In 60, Vertex launches a range of diving and sports watches under the unique inlaid Luminova. In 72, after pressure from the emergence of the new quartz watch revolution and the expiring of Vertex's lease in Hatton Garden, Henry closes the company, and then in 2015, 100 years since Claude Lyons started the company, Vertex is reinvigorated by its great grandson, Don Cochran. In 2016, Vertex announced the M100, the first new Vertex for 40 years, based on the Caliber 59 from World War II. In 2017, Vertex launched the Aspley House, had a relaunch at and 2018 Vertex full-page print adverts wins silver for best art direction. And 2018, to mark the first birthday and to popular demand, a limited edition DLC version of the M100 is made available. So, if you
Yeah,
look
this.
at the,
Go ahead,
Sorry,
Thomas. Go ahead.
Bridget.
No, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
was
Go
just
ahead.
going to say, this M100B is the DLC coated version of the M100, and goes for £2,624. It's a DLC coated version of the M100. Has a custom ETA 7001 hand-to-hand movement, 42 hours power reserve, 100 meters water resistant. It's a 40mm case. It's an homage to the Vertex WWW watch of 1944, packaged in a Pelly case with 3 straps, a bespoke Vertex rubber strap, and 2 NATOs, 1 red NATO and 1 black NATO. So it's quite an expensive watch at £2,624. It's
It is. And what I was going to say, I was very interested in this M100. You can't just go on and buy it. You have to communicate with them. You either have to be referred to them, or you have to give a little brief history about yourself and your family. If you have any, the family that's related to either in Britain or have any war related experience. You're actually you're talking with Don, the grandson of the founder. He communicates directly back and forth to you. I was on the verge of getting one of these watches, and then I had a set of my windows go on me, so I had to back out at the last minute and use that money for new windows. But these are very, very cool watches.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up. The M100 is sold by invitation only, apparently.
Right.
And the owner, Don Cochran, made the first 60 M100s available to purchase only to a select group of people that he handpicked and invited. And these 60 owners were then eligible to invite 5 more people each to buy one, and so on down the line.
Right.
So how many of these 60 people brought a Vertex 100? I do not know, but when going to their website and tried to buy one, I couldn't without entering the special Vertex code. And Don Cochran said to Hodinkee that he thinks it's a real democratic way to sell watches that way, because at present the only democracy is capital. As in Patek or other brands may only make say 6 watches, but you're on that list. If you buy another, you're only on that list if you buy another 20 watches.
Right.
So even then, it's going to be super expensive, and it's still exclusivity based on price. And you wanted not to do that. Obviously, Vertex isn't cheap at 2,500, but Don felt that it places it in a category that you respect less than it says people don't take it seriously. It says the idea came about from a Panerai he got as a wedding gift from his wife 15 years ago. And at the time, Panerais were special. He couldn't buy them could only buy them in a few places, and he felt lucky to have one. And now that everyone's got one, it's not special, and that annoyed him. He wanted to think of a way that he could protect Vertex from becoming that, so that people would always feel that it was more than just a commercial acquisition. He said he was kind of sick of people buying things and that wanted to create something where people couldn't just buy it. So maybe Don's career working for Tesla, Ferrari, and Formula One private jet companies, VistaJet's put him off the luxury consumables.
Yeah, it's a very different way. Like I said, you got to email him, and then I'll email you back, and I'll ask you a bunch of questions, and if everything is up to his liking, he'll email you back the code, which you can enter in, and then you can buy the watch. So it's just very different.
It is.
But it's cool, and they have this new MP45, which is a mono pusher chronograph, which is very, very cool.
Let's see if I can find that.
So,
Yeah, that's right on top of the website.
They've got the MP45 as well, which is a staggering £3,480 for the monopusher. It's a contemporary take on the monopusher chronograph, commissioned in 1945. Available in both hand-wound or automatic.
Right.
Both the leads of movements. It's the SW510 MP for the automatic. 100 meter water resistant, 40 millimeters. It's got the military broad arrow on it, and it's a black leather strap with additional rubber and NATO straps and in a pellet case as well. And it's quite a nice watch.
It is.
I really like the M100 like you did.
Yeah.
That's a cracking looking watch.
Yep. And it's got its roots in as one of the Dirty Dozen watches.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah, the brand have the roots with the Dirty Dozen, so I mean, great stuff.
Yeah, very, very, very interesting, very different marketing, very different company. Whether you agree with it or not, he's a small brand. He wants to keep it that way. The watches just are really, really, they were really nice.
do you think I could get one of these if I tell them that my dad threw Molotov cocktails at British soldiers when he was in 30 teams?
Yeah, he might do.
You never know.
Yeah, it almost sounds like a challenge, eh? Try to see what you can tell this guy to sell him on yourself.
The only thing is, like Thomas was saying, they're not cheap.
No.
Yeah.
And you're talking $3,000-4,000.
Yeah.
American.
Oh.
Yeah, this is it. You have to enter a
code. Yeah.
If you want to buy one, so it's you have to be in the exclusive crew.
Yeah. That was just to look at the.
That's just the M100, yeah.
Yeah.
But this be the DLC coated or PVD coated one, you can look at straight away without having to type the code in. But this is the one harking back to the Dirty Dozen look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it's Megan is the one who collects the Dirty Dozen, right?
Yeah, she's got the full. Well, I think she's got 2 full sets.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dedication. How much time did she spend looking for those watches?
How much time and how much money?
She's been collecting them since she was a kid. She used to go out with her dad to markets, and she's been collecting them since she was a kid. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is. Because what was it? There was one somebody said had up for sale. It was last year, the year before, a full collection all the
A full set, yeah.
a full set, and it was like $30,000, I think.
Yeah. I think I saw a full set for £20,000. Went for £20,000.
Well,
I've
I think
been
I think right now there's a guy selling a full set of the Tag Heuer Monaco reissues, anniversary ones. I think it's like 5 of them, and he wants like 37. I think
Wow.
I'd rather have the Dirty Dozen for 30.
Yeah, so would I. Do you see them around at all where you are, Thomas?
I see ones occasionally on eBay. I've been looking at a couple, to be honest with you. I've been looking at the Vertex one,
Mm-hmm.
the one from the Dirty Dozen, and a couple of others popped up. The Longines, the Omega, and I think a JLC popped up as well. But the Vertex was going for about £1,200 to £1,500. I was tempted, very tempted, to be honest with you.
Was it in good shape?
Yeah, there are quite a few different models. Well, not models, but examples, and varying conditions,
Mm-hmm.
from very authentic looking to a bit touched up.
Right.
So you've got to know. You've got to be very diligent and know what you're looking at. You've got to know what you're looking at, which I don't.
Right.
I need to learn a bit more about them. So before I spend some money, I think.
Right, and anytime you're buying from eBay, you're not just buying the watch. You have to buy the seller too. So
Absolutely, yeah.
oh, there you go. There's the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, I mean, I forget all the different companies. There's
Omega, Longines.
Grana, Longines, Omega, Vertex.
Was IWC one of the companies?
Yeah, IWC.
Hamilton.
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
They're great looking watches. I love this.
They are.
This military field watch look. I really love military watches. They're great.
The 12 companies are Buren, Sima, Eterna, Grana, Jaeger-LeCoultre, Lamania, Longines, IWC, Omega, Record, Timor, and Vertex.
Right. Yeah, and I think some of the rarer ones go for quite a lot of money, like £5,000, £6,000, £7,000. I think. I'm not sure whether it's the Grana one, which is the rarest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what a collection to be able to obtain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially twice over.
The collection of all collections.
Absolutely.
What would you do with them if you had those?
You just
Put 'em
look
in
at
a
them.
shadow box.
Put them in a box and stare at them.
And stare at them. Yeah, I don't think I would wear them, at least not out.
No.
You just have to look at them.
Yeah, I mean, you could wear. In fact, if I bought one, I'd wear one. If I bought my first one, I'd actually wear it. But you'd have to be careful with it, very careful. And you'd have to know a watchmaker as well. You need to know a watchmaker to be able to go over them and
absolutely
check them over.
Yeah. And so you got to imagine there are some that are cheaper than others.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there'll be ones that are rarer than others, and
Yeah,
less
find
made.
ones, and maybe wear one of them.
Orange.
Or find them all.
Is it true that Archie owns 5 Protects now? I don't even watch.
He,
them.
own, he owns 5 Pateks, 5 identical ones.
Jesus Christ.
This is a question
got-
for NS something. He loves giving him shit for that one.
He's still got the JLC, but he's got 5 Calatravas.
Yeah, I think the JLC's one of the nicest he's got, the reverse.
Yeah, the Grand Date. That's a nice watch.
Well, fellas, we're pretty near at 2 hours.
Yeah,
Sounds
we're
good,
getting,
man.
We're getting there. Give us a thumbs up, guys, before you leave, if you could, please.
Yes, please
Father,
do.
say thumbs up.
Yeah, call your dads. I gotta call mine.
Yeah, call your dads.
Do that
Thank-
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Junior, for joining us. It's been great to have you on. Anytime again next week if you want, or another week. It'd be great to see you. And to all the other punters as well. Yeah, anytime. It'd be lovely to see you on the show.
Absolutely, yes. Thanks for watching, guys, and everybody's always welcome to pop on here.
Yeah, let's promote a day where people could talk about different cool watch books that they bought.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We can
If
do
you
that.
want to come on and talk about watch books, anything watch related is what we're here for.
Because I am curious if I should actually subscribe to Revolution Watch, so I want some opinions on that before I spend $20 a magazine. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Seems like it's worth it from the comments here. But.
Yeah, right on. All right, guys. Take care, everybody.
Yes, have a good day. Thank you, Neo. Thank you, Flippin. Thomas, my friend. Always good to talk to you. Take care, everybody. Have a good Father's Day.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yeah, take care, everyone. See you later. Peace out.